Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So, today I have a collective message, but this is actually a part two to the reading that I did yesterday. I asked you guys at the end of that reading if you guys wanted a part two, and you guys said you did. So I thought that let's do this part two. So basically, if you did not watch the reading, the title was, it was the last video I uploaded, but it was something along the lines of I'm speaking to a powerful earth angel. And again, I am picking up on somebody that is extremely powerful, somebody that is a natural alchemist, somebody that your power really does intimidate people, and the way that you kind of navigate through life and the way that you carry yourself, the way that you kind of handle situations, that does tend to intimidate a lot of people. But you also are an inspiration to those that are ready to grow. Okay? So this is something where I'm continuing. There are some more messages that came up. I just seen 111 on the timer. But I do want to remind you guys that these readings do not resonate for everyone, and I'll be right back because I need to get a crystal. Okay, so I got my crystal. I chose rose quartz today. Okay, so this may have to do with love or even self-love, which is something that I did mention in yesterday's video. Whoever I'm picking up on, this very powerful earth angel, you have a lot of self-love, and you also have a lot of self-worth. Okay, so you are somebody that appreciates yourself. You understand your value. Okay, now this is not saying that you think that you're perfect or anything like that, because nobody's perfect, right? But I am getting that you have accepted any insecurity that you do have, and you are an alchemist. Okay, so you are able to turn anything that you don't like, okay, any type of pain, any type of sadness, any type of evil eye, you are able to naturally transmute this into blessings for you. So what you may have noticed throughout your life is you have a lot of people that are just jealous of you. Okay, like you would have a lot of people, even your friends, okay, even people that are close to you, that kind of compare themselves to you. And because you have this energy where you kind of carry yourself in a way that you know that you can get what you want, okay, because you can. Okay, you are somebody with so much determination. You are somebody that has a lot of drive. Okay, you are somebody that understands your worth, okay, and understands your value and understands the good aspects of you. So being that you are not going to give up no matter what you're doing, no matter, what's going on, no matter how many times you fail, you're not going to give up, okay? And you know that about yourself, and that is a power that you have. You are somebody that has gone through a lot of pain, okay? This is something I didn't touch on yet, but you are somebody that has gone through a lot of pain in your life, right? You've gone through so many traumatic events, okay? You're somebody that there was a time in your life where you may have felt really out of control, and you may have had a lot of bad things happening at once, okay? Or maybe it was just like, it was like bad things after bad things after bad things, like it just kept going, right? And again, you kind of transmuted all of this energy, all of this trauma, all of this pain that you've gone through. You transmuted this into blessings for you, okay? You also deal with a lot of people that just tend to be jealous, okay? With the Queen of Wands energy here, this is somebody that is very attractive, like physically attractive, but you also seem to be, you have a really attractive personality, okay? You seem to be somebody that is really loving and kind, okay? I just named 444 on the timer. So when it comes to your value, like you are somebody that people want to be around, okay? You are also somebody that you're physically attractive, And that alone brings in a lot of evil eye. It does, right? So you've always experienced a lot of evil eye. Even if you feel like you're not the most attractive person in the world, the thing is about you is you have this unique beauty, right? You have this like unique beauty that feels like out of this world type of. It's like there's not many people that actually look like you. Okay, you know how there's some people that, you know, they look like every celebrity, or they look like, you know, similar to somebody else. You may have been somebody that noticed, like you may notice that you actually don't get compared to any celebrity. Okay, and that is because your beauty is not something to compare. Okay, male, female, whatever. But the way that you look, like, you can't compare it to anyone, because again, it's almost like you're a work of art. And you've always had this. You've always been very attractive, very beautiful, right? And again, with this like unique type of energy to it. So you have a lot of people that envy you because of that. And that is something that happens to, you know, people, especially if you're somebody that does not get jealous a lot, like jealousy and envy, that they are human emotions, okay? So they're not something where nobody can sit here and tell me that you have not been jealous before or you have not been envious before, because sometimes it's a natural reaction, okay? And the thing is there, what is happening when we're talking about jealousy, okay? Jealousy is something that happens when somebody else has what you want, right? Now, depending on their energy, okay, say somebody is jealous of you, and we'll go with this because you have this like unique beauty to you. So you're dealing with somebody that is jealous because you have this unique beauty to you. This person feels like they do not have a unique beauty to them, okay? They also feel like they cannot obtain it, okay? So jealousy, and I say this all the time, by the way, but jealousy and admiration are literally the same energy, but on different vibrations, okay? So when you're dealing with jealousy, that is somebody that's actually admiring you, but they're on a low vibration, so it's coming out very jealous. You also could actually just deal with people that are just extremely jealous for no reason, like it's just something that they do, okay? And when you're dealing with them type of people that just seem to be jealous of anyone because they're doing better, or just anyone in general, that is because this person, like, for one, they're too focused on other people. They're too focused on watching what other people have and what other people can get, right? Instead of focusing on themselves. And it actually stems from like a deep hatred of themselves. That's why people are like jealous at all times, okay? But usually people aren't jealous at all times. But again, it is an emotion that we all have experienced, right? You really have to become mindful of it. And remember that when people are jealous of you, it's because you have something that they want, okay? Or they don't have. So all of this jealousy that you do receive, though, actually transmutes into more blessings for you, especially, as I mentioned, okay? So say somebody is jealous of you, okay? And it's because of your beauty, let's say that, okay? So the more that they're jealous, because you are a natural born alchemist, the more that this person's jealous of your beauty, the more beautiful that you get, right? So, same thing with like money, okay? Somebody's jealous of your money or your job, the more success that you tend to get. And I'm not talking about everyone, because sometimes that can really ruin somebody, but I am talking about this person here, the natural born alchemist, the really powerful, gifted earth angel, okay? So, you naturally will transmute these negative energies into blessings for yourself. All of this energy that people tend to kind of, and I'm getting that people have kind of been especially jealous of you since you were very young, and this is why you Like all of these people's energy are fueling you, okay? So jealousy is actually a very powerful energy. So is anger, okay? People are usually very passionate when they're angry and they're jealous, okay? That is all energy. Like that's literally all energy. Like you have people here putting, their time, their energy, into worrying about you or hating on you. And that is literally their energy going into you. And because you're an alchemist, you're transmuting it into blessings, right? Yeah, so that's why I will not ever, like, say, I have a falling out with somebody, I will never be like, oh, I don't like this person, or like look at this person, or watch their social media or anything like that. Like once they're out of my life, they're out of my life. And why? Because I'm not going to give them energy. Okay? So what I do instead is I just say no energy. If I think about them, I just seen 1111 by the way. If I think about the person that I don't like, or we're having a falling out, whatever it is, right? When they pop up or say something reminds me of them, I'm just like no energy. Absolutely no energy. Because again, sometimes when you're, giving people energy, like, they will kind of transmute it, but they can also use your energy. They also can drain your energy, right? Which again, that's why you want to give no energy to anyone. Not to anyone, I shouldn't say that, but I mean like the people that you don't like don't sit there and, especially whoever I'm speaking to, because you have this very powerful energy. So when you are focused on somebody else, you will notice that their life will like rapidly get better. But when you pull the energy back to you, because your energy is literally sacred, that's when all of the blessings happen. I just mean 12. So you also need to make sure that you are treating this energy that you embody as a currency, because it is a currency, but also it can't be like bought, okay? So it can't be replaced, it cannot be bought. Okay, so now I feel like I spoke a lot and I haven't even like got into the cards yet, okay? Just a lot of downloads were just coming through. So anyway, let's get into the cards. Now, what I see for you, you have been doing a lot of soul searching, okay? You have been really locked in to your spirituality. You've been really locked in to focusing on yourself and bettering yourself, and not just bettering yourself, but I'm also getting you have done a lot of shadow work. I just think 1313. And so already you're somebody that embodies this really powerful, unforgettable energy. As I mentioned yesterday in the reading, your exes never forget you. Like your exes never forget you. Your ex-friends never forget you. You also will notice that children, okay? Say that you're going somewhere and you meet, for example, you go to a wedding, okay? And you meet like these random children, right? You will notice, for one, how drawn to you they are, okay? Same thing with animals. Animals extremely drawn to you, but children will continuously bring you up, even if you've met them one time, right? People will continuously bring you up. People only really have good things to say about you as well. Like if they're saying bad things about you, that's usually not because you've done something, but it's because you have triggered them, okay? And not in the way where, again, you've done something, but again, you deal with, again, a lot of jealous people, a lot of people that when they're not healed within themselves and they're not like in a good place, you will notice that these people will tend to hate you, okay? Because they're not in a good place. You may not understand that, but especially if you've got somebody that, they're like, I don't know why I don't like this person, but I don't like them, or I have a feeling about this person. You may deal with that a lot, even though you seem to be somebody that Here's the thing as well, like what I'm getting is not many people actually get to experience you because they're intimidated, right? You're somebody that, for one, because you are on such a high vibration and you have this beautiful energy to you, people feel like you're unreachable, okay? And you may actually be a little bit unreachable. Maybe you're somebody that it's not easy to run into you. It's not easy to find you. Maybe you don't even have social media, or if you do, like your stuff is on private, right? Like people just feel like when they do meet you though, that it's divinely guided. Like it was meant to happen. And it usually is because it is meant to happen. You're somebody that you will trigger people to upgrade, okay? 555 on my actual clock. But you will trigger people to upgrade. You will trigger people to, and I just seen 1551. So again, you will mirror back their insecurities. And again, what I mean by that is maybe, for example, somebody is insecure about their skin. Okay, that's just an example. But when they look at you, right, and say, you know, you're somebody that say that you got really good skin, like that's something that you've got, right? And when they look at you, and this is just an example, but when they look at you, because you've got good skin and they have the insecurity of believing that they don't have good skin, then it's like you're triggering that within them. Okay, so you're not actually doing anything, but you do tend to be a trigger for people. Now, if people are not ready to heal and they're not ready to go to the next level, what you will notice is these people will suddenly not like you, distance themselves from you. When again, you're somebody that you're living from your heart, okay? You're living from the higher vibration, and majority of people in this world at this time are not living from the higher vibrations, okay? They're actually living in survival mode, fear mode, okay? Lower vibration, ego, envy, all of that. So again, you're not operating like this, okay? What you will also notice that people do, and this is something that is coming up here, is, so there is somebody here that they believe, okay, sorry about that. They believe that you are like a horrible person, okay? Even though that's not who you are. And that's not what you represent or what you show at all. Okay, actually you tend to show love, peace, respect to people. But they have an assumption that you're a horrible person, and this is something that you may have dealt with, you know, multiple people, right? But this person here, they have the assumption that you're actually this horrible person, okay? And you're faking it. Like you're faking it all. Like you're fake being nice, you're fake being spiritual, you're fake being magical. Like they just feel like you're so fake, okay? They feel like that they can't wait till the real you comes out. The thing is, this is the real you. What is happening here is this person, because that's how they are, they assume that other people are going to be the same way, okay? So because maybe they're somebody that will act nice, okay, or they will act a certain way, right, when they need something, but then that's not who they truly are. This person, because that's what they're like, they will kind of project that onto other people. So you do actually deal with a lot of unhealed people. Okay, you know that better than I do, right? Because you're somebody that tends to attract these unhealed people, okay? And these unhealed people are being triggered by you, and then these unhealed people, if they don't heal, they distance themselves from you, right? What else is actually coming up here in what you may deal with in dating is hard for you, okay? Why? Because people are intimidated by you, okay? You seem to be at some type of at it where, you're, people naturally put you on the pedestal. Okay, people just naturally put you on the pedestal. Like, I don't know if I'm speaking to a celebrity or something, but that's how people treat you. I actually mentioned in yesterday's reading that whoever I'm speaking to, people actually worship the ground that you walk on. And you may notice that people respect you and they treat you a lot differently to how they treat other people. And it's because of your energy, right? I also mentioned that there could have been a royal past life or something like that. But there's this energy here where when you try to like date someone, people just naturally put you on the pedestal. You're somebody that like people view you and you have it all, okay? And don't get me wrong, you might, you obviously you don't have it all, but you're doing really good. And why you're doing really good is because you have this energy to you. You also, like when you're a natural born alchemist and then you have many people that are jealous of you or they want to see you do bad, right? Or they wish bad upon you, preying on your downfall. Like this energy here all will kind of push you above, okay? So basically you could be doing nothing, but you have all these people that are jealous of you, whether it's because of your unique beauty or whatever you're doing, right? But you have all of these people that are jealous. So even if you're doing nothing, you may notice money coming out of nowhere. People gifting you stuff. Just people handing you things, okay? People say you don't have a job, people handing you jobs, okay? You will notice that things just fall in your lap. Why this is happening is because all of the energy, negative energy, evil eye, it all is transmuted into blessing for you, right? So again, you could be doing absolutely nothing, but yeah, you're still winning, okay? So so what's coming up here about your love life, okay? There is somebody here who may have started acting weird around you. Like I'm getting that even if this person was like kind of head over heels in love with you, right? They started to act a bit different, right? And I'm getting that this may have been somebody that you allowed into your energy. So maybe it's an ex or somebody that you were dating, right? It also could be like a twin flame situation where it's like somebody maybe you haven't been with, but you have some type of deep connection with them. They start acting really funny. And why they started acting so funny is because they're intimidated by your energy. They're intimidated by your power. They actually feel like they could not help you in any way. Okay? This is a masculine that actually is not operating from their divine masculine energy yet, but they're a masculine that actually feels like they're incapable of looking after you, of taking care of you, because already you have it all. Okay? You may actually notice this pattern in your love life that people, because here's the thing about masculine energy, they need to feel like they are, you know what I mean, on top of the world. Like they need to feel like, they're doing something to help the feminine, right? But whoever I'm speaking to today, you are somebody that it's almost like you kind of just have it all, or that's how people feel. People feel you're really intelligent. They feel like, with the Hierophant here, you're either really religious or spiritual or just really connected to the universe, or to God, right? You're somebody that has multiple opportunities coming your way at all times. You're somebody that is physically attractive. You have a lot of attention around you, right? You're somebody that, like, you're really popular. People just really want to be around you. You're somebody that also, you're so magical that it confuses people. Like they actually think that you do spell work or something. I mentioned this in yesterday's reading. So sometimes, you're dealing with people, and if they're insecure within themselves, they feel like they don't add anything to you. And that becomes, again, an issue within themselves, where it's like they feel like they're useless, or they feel like that they can't help you. So I am getting that there's a masculine here who disappeared. And it's because they were intimidated by you and they thought that they actually could not do anything to help you. If anything, they thought that they were going to be a burden on you and weigh you down. A lot of people hear that, like, they want to be with you, but they feel like you can do better. So you actually may be somebody that, yeah, I'm getting that you have all of these options, but you choose none of them, right? Or even if you want to choose somebody, okay, or you do choose somebody, you may notice that they tend to like back away or they start to act really different, okay? And it's because they think that they're not good enough for you. They feel like they're not on your level. They always feel like there's somebody better for you that could do more for you, right? And again, people constantly put you on the pedestal. So, and I just mean 25, 55, you actually may be somebody that is in the public eye, okay? I may be speaking to somebody that is in the public eye, or somebody that, you know, you're famous in some type of way. If you're not, like, your energy is giving that, but, like, I'm getting that there's this energy where it's like you have all of these options, but, like, people misunderstand you. Like, they literally misunderstand you. Some people don't even, you know, try to get to know you because they just feel like, it's almost like they look past you. They just make assumptions about you, okay? Like, you're somebody that, you know, you're so powerful. Sometimes you may not even realize this power that you hold, okay? You're so attractive. And again, you have all these people, and what I'm picturing is like all these people in like a group kind of scared to approach you. So you may have people that are actually too scared to even approach you. So again, you're somebody that not many people experience you. A lot of people want to be with you, but then once they kind of, if they get close to you, they may kind of back away because they're scared. They may back away because you're triggering them. They may back away because they feel like they're not good enough and they cannot help you in any way, right? Or you could do better. So again, this also triggered people's ego. So yeah, I do see that you actually may have a hard time attracting people. You may actually not really resonate with a lot of people around you, okay? Or you may find it hard to get close to people. So either they're making assumptions about you, or, you know, they're too scared to get close, or they feel like you're unavailable. And you have so much depth to you, okay? You're somebody that has so much depth to you that scares a lot of people away, okay? You're somebody where people, again, very intimidated. As I mentioned in yesterday's reading, it's like you have people that, you know, that tend to fall in love with you because of this depth, because of whatever reason. I mean, there's multiple reasons why they could fall in love with you. But they may think that you've put some type of spell on them, because again, people's feelings for you tend to be extremely overwhelming, okay? And it's because you're very deep, okay? Not that you're overwhelming at all, right? But you're deep, okay? And for some people, they cannot handle it, especially people that, like, they're used to distracting themselves all the time. They're used to doing all these things to just numb themselves, right? You may notice that, again, you don't resonate with the people that are not on your level, not on your vibration, okay? You may even feel like kind of like the odd one out, even though you seem to be really popular, right? And you also have people that they're scared to get close to you because, as I mentioned in yesterday's reading, like, people think that you're doing spell work. People think that you're like a witch, wizard, whatever you want to label it, right? And not saying that's a bad thing at all, okay? But the thing is, with these people that think that and they're intimidated by it and they think that you put a spell on them, they are intimidated by it. They're scared of it. So they're like, you may be some type of witch or wizard. Like, why do you have all these things? And why, like, is this person in love with you? And, you know, all this stuff that just seems to happen for you because you are somebody that you naturally, awaken people, right? You're somebody that you don't just come into people's lives and, you know, for no reason at all. You come into people's lives because it's time for them to grow. It's time for them to change. It's time for them to get out of their situation, or kind of it's time for some type of progress to happen in their life, and you're the person that triggered it, right? So, in saying that, you may actually feel quite lonely because of this, because a lot of people are scared to kind of evolve. Now, don't get me wrong. There definitely are people that will evolve and people that have evolved, okay? But it all depends on the person. But I do see this energy where you may be very burnt out at the moment. I'm getting that something had happened recently. Yeah. So basically somebody that was really close to you had been tested. Not tested, I shouldn't say that. They've had to kind of learn something, right? Somebody very dear to you had to learn something. And there was a little bit of a betrayal here because of this energy. I do see this here, right? I am getting that, yeah, you are very telepathic. So I just want to say, listen to your gut feeling, right? But there's somebody really close to you that, yeah, they've been tested here, and there's some type of like judgment day for them, okay? Meaning like, you know, it's time for them to either, you know, break a mindset, change their ways, or stay stuck in the same cycle, okay? So I do see that this person that was very close to you, they definitely have betrayed you here. They've hurt you. They may have ghosted you. They may have kind of stopped speaking to you type of energy. There is this energy where they're learning something, okay? They're learning something. The absence of you is teaching them something huge, right? Again, it may be very painful for you because you have given a lot to this person. I'm getting it could be a family member or somebody that's just really close to you. And yeah, I am getting that this person, they've learnt a big lesson here, or they're in the process of learning it, okay? They definitely were very confused. For some of you, they're learning how to take accountability. For others, they're learning how to kind of appreciate what they have, okay? Or appreciate even your presence. But I'm actually getting that it's a deeper lesson, like it's a life lesson. I'm actually getting that this person has some type of, like they have like a habit where they will put other people first, like people that they don't care about first, okay? Or they try to impress all the wrong people. They're always trying to get some type of validation from people that don't actually matter, right? I am getting that you're teaching them something big about this, whether you know it or not. So again, is that all I have today? Let me see. Yeah, so I do see that there's also somebody else, could be the same person for some of you, but there's this divine masculine energy, right? Now they're not in their divine masculine energy, but I do see that the separation from you is actually teaching them, right? It's actually, there's a lot of people that are learning here from you, okay? So if anyone had stopped talking to you or disappeared for a little bit, just know that you are teaching them something and they're learning something from the separation of you. And you may notice that this happens a lot in your connections, just because people do tend to like learn off you, right? You are somebody with an extremely strong soul purpose of healing people, awakening people, and yeah, showing people a different way of being in this lifetime, okay? And it is very inspirational. So There's strong Virgo energy here, there's Aries energy here, there's Cancer energy, Taurus energy, and Scorpio energy in today's reading. So that's all I have for you guys. If it resonated, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next reading.